You know, ever since the Grand Archive devs told me that they're willing to explore genres outside of fantasy, I've been really looking forward to them tackling my favorite anime subgenre, sci-fi and cyberpunk. Stuff like Ghost in the Shell, Xenoblade, and even Battle Angel Alita. These are things that are very near and dear to my heart in regards to just anime and manga in general. And of course, with Grand Archive being one of my favorite anime TCGs of all time, I was just waiting for this to happen. We have the brand new Grand Archive set, ASPHODEL, or I guess I should say .ASPHODEL Paradise. And today we have our official spoiler video for this set, and it is so cool. We have a brand new keyword to share with all of y'all for the very first time, and if you wait till the end of the video, we also have a code that you can put into your Omnidex account to get a free profile picture. It is it's a random profile picture. It's not a set one, but we will have that at the end of this video, and it is limited to the first 300 people. So you definitely want to stick around till the end of the video so you can get that code, go onto your Omnidex and punch in the promo code and get a free roll on your Omnidex account. If you've part of my community, you might know I have never gotten anything above a uncommon. It's only commons and uncommons for me. So hopefully you can use this code and you can get something much better than that. So I have all the cards here. I also have some notes directly from the lead game designer of Grand Archive, Silidar, and we're going to talk about some of the cool parts of the brand new keyword. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first card. We'll do the keyword for the second card, and we also have a UR for the third card. The UR is beautiful. You've already seen the thumbnail. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad they gave me this one. It's so cool. But let's kick it off with something that they tend to give me quite often. We have basically what I would call like sideboard hate tech. We have Revoker Bell is our very first card. This is a Regalia item cleric accessory. It's a cost of 0. Revoker Bell can't wake up, and then it says banish target card in a graveyard until Revoker Bell leaves field. So basically you use it to just, banish something temporarily, more or less. It's an interesting card, and it is like specific targeted graveyard hate. The GA devs always love to give me some sort of sideboard hate tech, which is really cool for these videos. This one is it's pretty playable, right? And I imagine a lot of competitive players will be thinking of ways to use this in their competitive sideboards. Let's move on to what I would call the second most exciting. We're gonna reveal the brand new keyword on a brand new ally. So here we have Windstrike Soldier. Absolutely beautiful artwork by T Blents here. This is a 3-cost 2/3 Wind Ally Warrior Human. Class bonus. On enter, you may pay 3. If you do, Windstrike Soldier gains Multi-Strike 2. That's right, our brand new keyword for Grand Archive is Multi-Strike. And then it's Multi-Strike and then like a number. So what does it do? So Multi-Strike says, you may assign up to 2 additional targets as you declare an attack with an ally with Multi-Strike 2. So presumably, if it has Multi-Strike 4, then you could, declare 4 additional targets. So I have a couple notes from Silidar himself about Multi-Strike, so this is important to note. So first things first, if attacking into an opponent's board with a unit or units with taunt, the taunt units must be picked as a target before other units that opponent controls. Once all units with taunt have been picked for that opponent, you can then pick other units that player controls as targets for that multi-strike attack. So that's kind of like a little bit of tech with taunt. Additionally, intercept will still trigger if one of the targets is a champion. However, the trigger will fail to redirect if that unit is already a target of the attack. And then finally, for folks who love Pantheon like myself, multi-strike can select additional targets that are controlled by different players, which obviously is great in Pantheon. I personally really like multi-strike. It feels like a little bit more of a, selective, balanced cleave, and I hope they print this more on more cards, and it, obviously it's going to be really great for Pantheon, but you just get additional value out of this kind of stuff. And I love me some good 2-for-1 style value, and I think this is obviously pretty sweet. So multi-strike is our brand new keyword, and I'm really excited to see it in action. I think this card is very cool, and especially obviously in Pantheon. And then finally, the most exciting card here we have our UR. We have Nightframe, Hound's Bike. They gave me a cyberpunk motorcycle as my spoiler, and the art is absolutely beautiful. Art by Kaze here. So this is a 2-cost norm element, unique item, assassin warrior Veltec vehicle. So this is just a 2-cost norm card. You can just slam this down as early as you want, which is really cool because this card is really sweet. It has fast activation and ally link. It says on enter, for each activation and trigger targeting linked ally, negate it unless the controller of the activation or trigger pays an additional 3. So it's pretty sweet. It comes in, protects whatever you want, and then you get additional value because the second effect says, whenever you activate a fast speed action card or a card with fast activation, you may put a buff counter on linked ally if it has 2 or less buff counters on it. So we have the bike, protects your dude when it enters, and then will then pump up your dude in like subsequent activations of your fast stuff. For just a 2-cost card, this seems really, really sweet. I love that it protect, it buff, and it has beautiful artwork. Obviously, this is one that I myself would love to play and will likely, fit into some of my Pantheon decks. I can see this getting into like my Slime Sylvie deck, right? Because, we do some buff counter type stuff with that deck, and we just kind of want like big things, and like protecting our slimes is really, really good. I can see this just going into a myriad of ally focused decks. It's such a banger too. All right, now finally, for those who stayed until the end, we have our Omnidex profile picture roll. Basically, you get a random roll on the profile picture slot machine. So go ahead, go over to your Omnidex and type in the code multi-strike. Type in multi-strike in honor of our brand new keyword. And like I said, it is 300. There's limited to 300 people, so you got to get there fast. This is the reason we're doing a premiere for this video. It was actually suggested by Silidar to premiere this so people can't just skip to the end and then just get the code. So yes, multi-strike, type in the code. There you go. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all of the other amazing content creators with spoilers for .asphodel Paradise. And hey, also while you're at it, maybe check out some brilliant sci-fi manga like Ghost in the Shell here. Cannot recommend it enough, but there's a ton of other ones out there as well. Maybe to get into the spirits for .asphodel Paradise. But either way, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you for being here. Hopefully you got one of those profile pictures. And yeah, see you next time.